I really need a haircut. Welcome back everyone to more from the Sableyes. I'm Mitch, and today we're going to take a look at Volcanion V, a card that, honestly, I've had this video recorded for a very long time. I just haven't had a chance to put it out yet. It is a very powerful attacker. What we'll do is we'll jump over to PTCGO and check out the list. So here is our deck list, and it's all focused around this card. Volcanion V, 220 HP Fire type V card, has 2 decent attacks. The second one is the one that we're most interested in. For 2 Fire Energy and a colorless, we deal 100 damage with Dynamite Tackle, but if we have 10 damage counters or more on us, then we will deal 150 more damage. So 250 damage for 3 energy, a pretty good return. How though, do you ask, are we going to get damage on us? It's not going to be like a Spiritomb deck where we're going to move damage counters around with Jinx and things like that. Instead, we're just going to have more HP than any of our opponents can deal. We have cards like Abomasnow, which are going to allow us to have an extra 50 HP. That's going to push our single strike Volcanion all the way up to 270 HP. Then we're going to have Cape of Toughness, which will get us all the way to 320. Now, at the moment, there are not too many cards that can get a knockout in one shot with Volcanion, so we're hopeful that our opponent hits into us for more than 100 damage, we can hit back for 250, and hopefully we can go and take some prizes from there. We also have Tauros for this deck. It has a similar effect for us. Raging Bull, 2 energy does 20, plus 20 more for every damage counter, so we want to put damage on this Tauros as well. We can get extra HP thanks to both of our boosting cards like Abomasnow and Cape of Toughness, plus we can put some extra damage on there thanks to single strike energy. Both of these attackers obviously single strike Pokemon. Apart from that, the deck is pretty self-explanatory. We've got Welder and things to accelerate fire energy. What we're going to do is we're going to jump onto PTCGO and hopefully I can remember how to play this game. So a decent start here for us. We have a Volcanion V and an energy, but apart from that we don't have a lot. So we'll have to wait and see. I've completely forgotten how to do this. I'm just going to very, very quickly make myself a little bit smaller over here in the corner. Hi guys, by the way. If you're still watching, then you're probably the type of person that has watched my videos for a while. I kind of disappeared off the face of the earth for 3 weeks, and I understand that that can be quite frustrating. But if you are following along, I have just got a new job. So in the last few weeks, I've been focusing on making sure that I'm getting that right. So I don't want to say that I'm going to be back permanently. We're going to attach this single strike energy and the cape and then just pass. We've got nothing else to do. I don't want to say that I'm going to be back permanently with like daily videos, but I am going to make an effort to try and put up at least a few videos every week just until I get back into the swing of things. And it's weird because I haven't actually played in a very long time. And these cards are all very, it's like familiar, they're like old friends, but I can't remember exactly what they all do, because not playing Pokemon for a month is a weird thing. Now, our opponent's not doing anything here, and we've been given the opportunity to draw an energy, which is fantastic, and we've got a Quick Ball, which we can use, and we can turn that into a, we don't have a Dedenne in here. Okay, I guess we're just getting Snover then. This is fine though, because we can at least Heat Blast and deal 70 damage thanks to our fighting energy, our single strike energy, which is fantastic. If we get one more energy next turn, we can take a knockout on this Dedenne. Hopefully our opponent doesn't really do much here, because I don't know what I'm going to do if they do a lot. I've just got absolutely no idea. They've got a Drizzle, so they're going to be able to search out a trainer. But yeah, sorry for being away for so long. I initially expected it to be like a week. But then life got tough, as you know, as sometimes it can. And hopefully it's going okay for you at the moment. Hopefully nothing crazy is happening. Hopefully you're managing to avoid lockdowns and things like that. I've not actually been able to go home for quite a while. Not been able to go to Adelaide thanks to people in Sydney, but that's beside I'm not going to get political. I'm just not going to do it. We're going to hope that we top deck something. We didn't. But we do find the research off of the Pokégear, so that is good. We're looking for 1 energy here. We've got 1 energy, and we also have another cape, another Quick Ball. I think I might play down the Snow. Actually, no, we don't need to do that. We can probably just take a knockout here. I will actually put the Cape on the Snover, though, because that'll stop it being knocked out by a very frustrating Max, whatever it's called, from Blue Boy over there. These cards all have names. I've forgotten what they are. I don't know what's going on. We're just going to knock out Dedenne, and we're going to go from there. What's the attack? I can't remember. No, I'm not going to check it. Why would I check it? Rapid Flow. G-Max Rapid Flow. Thank you. V-Max. G-Max. H-Max. Q-Max. Our opponent is evolving into Inteleon. I'll probably be grabbing themselves some sort of switch mechanic. I do remember that that's how that works. But it's fine. If they hit into me, that's not a problem, because obviously if they hit into us, then we do have the extra 100 damage on the Volcanion, which will mean that we can do 250 with our Dynamite Tackle. That'll be 270 with the extra bonus damage from Single Strike Energy. So I'm actually pretty happy with that. Our opponent looks like they are going to grab another Drizzile here and evolve into... Oh, they're going to grab another VMAX too. So they've got two Urshifu VMAX, and they're going to evolve into Drizzile. And you would imagine that they're probably going to use the... What's it called? The Escape Rope? Well, these cards are... I know them. I do know them, I promise. Escape Rope. They can probably use Escape Rope and force us to switch here. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure. Also, I just realised we can't actually knock out this Inteleon unless we have two Single Strike Energies or damage on us. So, they are going to Escape Rope. I'm going to throw the Tauros forward. I don't mind if they knock it out. If they do, it's fine. It literally makes no difference to me. They're eventually going to need to hit into my Volcanion. And we've actually been given a really decent hand here, because even though they're going to take a prize, we can promote our Volcanion. We've got Abomasnow, we've got a Quick Ball. We can use the Quick Ball to grab Eldegoss and draw some more cards if we need to. Or we could just top deck the Crobat. So let's go for another Volcanion instead now. We can thin out the entire hand. We can go Cape of Toughness, Abomasnow, and then we can Crobat for 6. And look at that, we've actually managed to find a couple of very nice cards here. Giant Hearth is fantastic. We will be able to discard a card and grab 2 Fire Energies. And this will put us into the position where we have 2 attackers ready to go. So I like this quite a lot. And we also have another Single Strike Energy. Now that is tempting. I'm going to attach that to the Volcanion, I think. Because that will mean, yeah, I think that I think we're in a good spot here. Now, our opponent has to attack into our Volcanion 3 times, realistically, to knock it out. It has 320 HP, which is a big number for Urshifus to knock out. And hopefully, they do put some pressure on themselves and try and get those knockouts as quickly as possible. But you never know. Anything could happen. I, again, don't remember... this could have any cards in it. This deck that my opponent's playing could have literally any cards. I don't know. It looks like it is a... It looks pretty standard, to be fair. It's good to know that things haven't changed that much in the last however many weeks. Telescopic Sight onto the benched VMAX. And then it looks like they're going to retreat. So they could either retreat into the second VMAX and then use Rapid Flow and knock out, maybe, with the Crobat. Actually, no, they're going to be short, aren't they? Because they've only got 1 Inteleon, so they can only do 170. They could knock out the Abomasnow, though. Because the Abomasnow, I don't think it affects itself. I don't know what's going on. They're going to hit us with the Quick Shooting in the active. Which is fair enough. And then they are going to retreat and attach to the bench. That is a very interesting call. And a Gale Thrust. Alright, well, we've got ourselves an opportunity here. Let's use the Giant Hearth first. We will get rid of those 2 energies from the deck. Then we are looking for Boss's Orders, which we've found. So we can actually throw this down here and bring up that Rapid Strike Urshifu. I'm going to play down the Tauros. I know I don't need to, but I'm going to attach to it anyway. And then I'll Dynamite Tackle. 250 damage, 270. Thank you very much. And we get the knockout, which is brilliant. And our opponent now needs to knock our Volcanion in the active out before we get another turn. Because if we have another turn, and I haven't said it in 3 weeks. Here we go. If our hand stays the same, then we will win the game, because we attack into the Drizzile with the Volcanion, knock it out. We just need to get boss's orders. But our opponent is going to be searching out a Marnie with this Drizzile, or a reset stamp. No, a boss. Is the curse broken? I'm going to say that it is. I'm going to say that it is. I'm very uncomfortable with the fact that I didn't get Marnied there. Is this what Pokemon's like now? Do people not play Marnie anymore? I mean, they mightn't. Very strange. Yeah, they just elect to do nothing. Very strange. Okay, well, let's just grab the boss with the Eldegoss. We are going to bring that Crobat to the bench with an energy. We take the Volcanion to the active. We knock out the bench Drizzile. This game's easy. Another start, and another pretty good one. In fact, this start is way better than the one we had in our previous game. We have a Welder, we have an Energy, we have Dedennes, we have Crobats. I mean, we're playing against ADP, so if these decks are the same as they used to be, which I assume that they are, they will just more wild the two Dedenne and Crobat out of my hand, so it doesn't really matter. But we do have the Energy, and we've got the Welder, and we've got the Cape, so we are in a pretty good spot. The best thing, I think, for us here is, firstly, we have weakness against Zacian, but also a Volcanion with a Cape of Toughness cannot be knocked out by either of their main attackers, even with the extra damage from their GX attack. The only thing that can knock me out is a... Well, goodness gracious. Talking for a long time is hard. The only thing that can knock me out is a Zacian with the GX attack and the sword. So, feeling pretty good. We'll attach, and then we will play down the Cape. And then I think I should probably use Pokémon here. I will put the Crobat back into the deck and grab a Snover. I think this is fine. Then I think we can just... Oh, hang on, I was supposed to attack. I was supposed to attack. What? Oh... Let's hope that that doesn't come up. I haven't played for 3 weeks. What do you want from me? I forget what's going on. Well, this Crobat has 70 damage on it. Let's just all agree. I know that our opponent doesn't get a say, but let's just all agree that that Crobat has 70 damage on it, and we'll wait and see if it ever comes up. I don't think it will, honestly. I mean, it might, but I'm not worried about it. I'm not even a little bit worried. It's going to be fine. Anyway, our opponent is going to use their GX attack here. That'll give me an opportunity to Dynamite Tackle. I'll deal 120. And then if they choose to knock out a benched Pokemon, I can potentially knock out their ADP next turn. If I have an extra single strike this turn. Oh my god, maths is hard. So I need to do 140. I need to do 120 and then 160, or 140 and then 140. Yeah. So, I mean, let's just hope that they knock me out. Or like they attack into me. Let's just hope that that happens, shall we? Our opponent is going... Oh, they're Ultimate Raying. Wow, okay. No GX attack. That's a very odd play. And that opens up a very interesting avenue for us. Because we, with Abomasnow, cannot be knocked out by an Ultimate Ray next turn. So if we manage to find a boss and knock out that Zacian, then we will be in a really good spot. I could Quick Ball away the gear here to try and grab a Pokemon and play the Cape and draw some more cards with Crobat. But I think I'm just going to go for the Crobat now. These are not ideal cards. Let's use Pokégear once. We'll see what we get. Boss. Okay. Alright. I don't want anyone to freak out here, but we are going to do exactly what I've said that we were going to do. I'll attach to the Volcanion. I will play the boss. We'll bring out that Zacian. I think we're fine, because we're dealing like 500 damage here. 540 damage, actually, to this Zacian, because we have 10 damage counters on us, plus the extra 20. That's a big knockout. Now, there is a potential issue here that I have not paid attention to, and that is the fact that they could potentially use Bronzong and then get another Zacian in play. But that would require them to have Bronzong Zacian, Energy Attachment, and then a switch. So 4 cards of the 5 in their hand. Nope, they're just going to alter creation. They have absolutely nothing. Well, I never, ladies and gentlemen. We are absolutely playing Pokemon cards at the moment. We can Pokecom away the Snover. We can grab ourselves, let's think, maybe Dedenne, maybe Tauros. We could get a Tauros. We can Quick Ball for Dedenne, can't we? So let's do that. We'll grab that Dedenne. Now, how much are we dealing? We're dealing 270, so we'll attach the Single Strike Energy to the active and Dedenne the hand away. I don't know why our opponent made the play that they made last turn, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter what they would have done, because we could have made the same play either way, right? If they GX, then we can knock out the Zacian anyway. They attacked into us, so we do massive damage and they get the knockout here. So ultimately, it didn't really matter which order that those things went in. We actually just dominated ADP with Volcanion. How about that? So I think this deck was actually pretty good. Playability-wise, it's decent. Like, this thing can go pretty well up against a lot of pretty substantial decks. I mean, it's not obviously top tier, and consistency-wise, it does have some problems. To be honest, I probably could have given this one a C for consistency, because you do rely on your opponent hitting into you, but ultimately, I think it's a pretty solid deck. Value-wise, it's relatively cheap. Volcanions are not hard to get, and it's fun. I mean, it's got Volcanion in it, so how could you possibly complain? Overall, I'm going to give this one a B+. It's a pretty solid deck, especially if you're looking for something that is relatively cheap. And I think the best thing about this particular deck is the fact that we managed to tick Tauros off of the OG 150 challenge. Didn't use him. I don't care. It's been 3 weeks, whatever. And thank you very much, everyone, for coming along. I mean, I haven't changed this list. It's been 3 weeks. There's probably different people. I should probably change everything that's about this. Regardless, if you're on the list, thank you for sticking with me for the 3 weeks that I haven't been making videos. If you're not on the list, and you should be, then don't worry, the next video you'll be in it. And hopefully that's not 3 weeks from now. Anyway, thank you everyone for coming along, and I'll catch you next time for more from the Sableyes, whenever that ends up being.